All right, Love Wins by the Stewards. We are in Vegas. Happy anniversary, Love.
Thanks, same to you.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Can you turn your feedback down?
Can you turn yours off? It's yours, not mine.
Okay, I just told you.
Just
that
get
it
out
was
your
gonna
Facebook.
Have,
Get out of yours.
are we arguing?
No, just get
on
out of yours.
anniversary? Do I just stop it?
Yeah, just get out of yours.
There it is. There it is. There it is. We are broadcasting live from Las Vegas.
Hey, everybody that's watching on my live. Hi.
Yes, hey, everybody that's watching back in Arkansas. This week, we are on vacation for our anniversary, and I forgot my drink. I need to get my drink. Hold on.
So, those that are watching, how y'all doing today? It's like what? What time is it? What time is it there? It is
6:20.
6:20 there, 4:20 here.
It's 4:20.
Now that he have his drink, he's back.
So every so often you have to take a vacation and reboot yourself, right? So we decided a long time ago, we hadn't had a vacation with Shanetta and I for probably since we went to Cancun. No, not Cancun, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. 2 years ago?
2 years ago. And so what happened?
What happened in Puerto Rico?
No, why haven't we taken a vacation since then?
Kids
happen.
Jobs
happen.
Businesses
happen.
Yeah, those things.
Everything happened.
Yes,
right.
Everything happened.
So I mean,
Life.
that's what's been going on. Everything's just been making it very difficult for us to take a vacation, right?
Absolutely.
But we're here, and I have really enjoyed myself, right?
What happens in Vegas, all right?
Stays in Vegas.
Some of it.
So
except the things we bought.
So that's first. Before we start, we are broadcasting live on our Facebook page, which is Shanetta and Brian.
Yes, make sure you guys like and share.
Yes,
so it can get out to everyone. So as you guys know, we go live, but we don't publish the live because we do we have an audio and visual aspect.
Yep.
So we're only live while we're filming. We don't post this video. So we want you guys to get on. So like and share, be very interactive, ask questions, stay on. Share, like, whatever.
Shout out to people you got on Facebook Live. Who are you have on Facebook?
Shout out to those I have on my Facebook Live. So it looks like our daughter Chandrea's watching.
She's at work.
How's she watching at work?
That's not Chandrea, our daughter.
That is.
Look at that last. Oh, that is? Oh, okay. Okay. She put
Look
her
at
last. Okay. Chandrea, you're supposed to be working. You're not supposed to be watching the
Charles,
podcast.
did y'all just leave? Charles said he and his wife just left a few days ago.
Vegas?
They just left Vegas a few days ago. Wow. We
Man.
just got here Sunday. We know y'all were here. We could have turned up, had a drink or something. So
they left Sunday?
I'm not sure, Charles. When do you guys leave? We got here on Sunday. So how long were you guys here? Respond back to me on the live and let me know when you guys were here. So,
Yeah. So anyway, before we get to the meat and potatoes of our podcast, I wanted a couple shout outs. Shout out to Q Note, who is our podcast producer. He is not in Vegas with us, so we are. If we don't sound as great as we normally do, if we don't look as great as we normally do, it's because we don't have our podcast producer with us. But shout out for Q Note, who produces our podcast. And shout out to Club Empire. We are not broadcasting from the Empire Studios today because we're in Vegas. But when we're in Arkansas, when we're in Little Rock, we broadcast at the Club Empire Studios. And so shout out to those two for our sponsors, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about this Vegas, okay? So let's tell them what we did for our 7th year anniversary for our Vegas trip. So what have we been doing? Today is our last day here, right?
It is.
So we leave
sad.
tomorrow. We have to go back to Arkansas. I am so sad that we have to go back to them damn kids and that damn business and that damn job. And all them problems.
I miss my babies, though. I miss my babies.
Lord, I miss them, but I could probably stand another 2 or 3 days away from them. Yeah, another 2 or 3 days. I mean, if we just stay, today is Wednesday. If we stay to Sunday, I'd be cool with that. Yeah, because Randy and Madison and they beg too much.
I miss them.
They beg too much.
They do beg, but I miss them. I don't care.
All right. So does that mean you're ready to go back to Arkansas?
I'm ready to go back to my babies. I wish we can bring them here. Therefore, we don't have to come back to Arkansas. Arkansas is just Arkansas.
So what did you enjoy most about Vegas?
Shopping.
I agree. Vegas is not all the way open. A lot of their nightclubs and their restaurants are dealing with a 25% capacity. And the governor did that. I think Governor H.A. Hutchinson was trying to do that in Arkansas, but he refused to do it. But their occupancy is 25%. So there's not a lot of people in the restaurants. We haven't went out to a nightclub yet. We were going to go to the strip club, but there are not any black strip clubs
that are open.
At least I don't know any.
Here's what's weird, that we're all the way in Vegas, and last night we were watching the news, and Arkansas made national news because of their rise in COVID numbers. Did you guys see that? So we're chilling in Vegas, watching TV, and then here comes this break. Like, coming up next, we were having an interview with Governor Asa Hutchinson, the governor of Arkansas, to discuss the rise in Arkansas COVID numbers. So it's like, what the hell?
On Vegas News, it made Vegas News, our governor in Arkansas, the number of COVID cases we had.
Yes.
It was on their local news in Vegas.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I'm like, now here he is, looking like the Canadians on South Park. Why are we here? Why are we here? Anyway.
So shopping is what you enjoy the most. Did you know they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Oh.
Did we make any secrets in Vegas?
No.
No
secrets.
No secrets.
Okay, so Charles said we can go to the Girl Collection. They have a lot of black women. Okay, Charles, we'll check that out tonight.
Girl Collection. We own it.
Collection.
We got to go and throw some wands, and we did shopping. We've eaten in most of the restaurants that we wanted to eat in.
Yes.
So the only thing left is some nighttime entertainment.
Other nighttime entertainment.
Yeah. So
outside of the hotel.
Mark that down. We're gonna check that out. This is our last night in Vegas. We're gonna make it a night to remember, right? I talked about that. You said you're ready to go home to see the babies.
So okay, let me tell you guys the things I enjoyed about Vegas. I enjoy shopping because anybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge shopper. So I like to shop. So I was able to shop because, of course, there's a lot of shopping here. They have like these premier outlets. There's the North outlet. There's like the South outlet. Coming in, there was another outlet. And of course, the Fashion Show Mall and Caesar's Palace. They have the Chanel store. They have shops. They have everything. So I was in the best. So yes, Tiffany, yes, I love those strippers. So anyway, they have the best shopping experiences. So that was one of my greatest experience. Another, I think, is just having to get up and not having to cook.
Yes.
Breakfast, lunch,
having
dinner,
room service,
snack. So I didn't have to get up and cook. Of course, whenever we wanted to have cleaning and stuff done, I could just call the housekeeping. And so those were the things I was like, okay, so I'm away from mommy duties, not always wifely duties, but I'm away from mommy duties. So I kind of enjoyed that. That was a huge thing. And just spending alone time with.
Yes.
Just Brian and I, because of course, we're just kind of busy with the kids. And even though at night when we get, the children taken care of, and we have our bedroom time, we have our alone time in the bedroom, there's nothing like, not having the same responsibilities as you do being home and being parents. So we were able to be husband and wife for 4 or 5 days. So that's cool.
Yeah. And I would get up early like I normally do back in Arkansas. Shanetta would sleep in. I would get up and I could play poker like every morning. I would get up around 8 o'clock and I would go gamble over to the Bellagio. And because our hotel that we stayed in, which is the Cosmopolitan, didn't have a poker room. So I would walk next door to the Bellagio and I would gamble until about 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whenever Shanetta would get up.
That's my business.
And then we would go on about our day. So it was really cool to not have to get up early, not to have any responsibility. I think that's probably the most relaxing part, to just not have to be anywhere. And I had to, I didn't have to go and get no liquor for the club. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to go to, take care of no Glazier's business. I didn't have to run Randy to workouts and Madison to cheer. I mean, we didn't have any responsibilities, and it was great.
Yes.
All right?
You guys that are on our live, tell us your personal experiences on Vegas too. So you guys share some things that you think we can do our last night here. So share some experiences and share some favorites of you guys that we can try once we get done with our podcast. Cool.
So last week we had a season opener, our season premiere. We actually had a celebrity guest panel, and we had it at Club Empire. It was a live taping of season 2, the opener. And we had Tommy Bozeman, Christine Morris, Diddy Jones, and Bon B the bail bondsman, and it was fire as usual, right? I mean,
absolutely.
And Diddy sang. For our anniversary, she got to sing.
She sang the house down as always. What do you expect?
And I'm sorry that we didn't get to put that on our episode, but our producer, shout out to Q, cut it out. Yeah, shout out to Q. He cut the singing out, which was
on the audio as well.
On audio and video, he didn't put it in either one of them. That
Lord.
Sucks.
That you ought to know all that.
But we didn't tell Q that we wanted to keep it. So hey, Crystal,
that's true.
Crystal's on there. Crystal was in Vegas last week, right? What is she saying?
Have y'all went to Fremont Street? No, we haven't, Crystal. We haven't went there yet.
What's on Fremont Street? What do you know what that's famous for? Crystal, let us know what's on that street. We got one more night here, and we're gonna check it out. All right, so we're gonna jump into the meat and potatoes of our topics this week. We have several topics, and they're just really learning about us. Just learning about my wife. A lot of these questions that I looked up, I think I know the answers to them, but a lot of times you think you know the person that you're sleeping with every night, and you don't. So the first question that I want to know the answer, and I'll answer them as well, is we're going to talk about best friends. Do we have a lot of best friends?
No.
We don't have a lot of best friends, right?
No.
So I guess we need to start off by defining what is a best friend. Can you tell them what is a best friend to you, Netta?
At this point, I think in the adult life, there is no sense that I don't think that there's a such thing as best friends. I think the appropriate word is friend. I think there's a difference between friend and associates. I think growing up, people that we were closer to, we would say best friends, but in adult life, it's rare now to even just say you have friends.
So you don't have a best friend?
No, I don't believe in that word. I just don't believe in best friends.
You don't have a best friend?
No.
I have 3.
Oh, me?
Yes, you're one of my best friends.
Well, I mean, you're my friend.
You're my best friend. Spider. No, I actually have 4. Spider, Anthony Spider Johnson. He has been my best friends for a long
And he's
time.
awesome. He's one of your friends that I love. So I love Spider.
Cream is
Cream too.
another one of my best friends, and Bun B is my best friend. So that's 4. You don't love Bun B?
Yeah. Choose a day. Pick a day. Pick a day with Bun. He all right. Nah, he's straight.
So I have 4 best friends. You don't have not one.
I just don't believe in the word of best friends.
So you have friends?
I think in adult life, there are associates and there are friends. And so in adult life,
as an adult, you can't have best friends.
I don't believe in that as an adult and just best friends. I just believe that there's a friends and there are associates. There are people that I associate myself with, and then there are people that I can really call a friend. Friend is a very rare term to use.
So best friend, somebody that you trust, somebody that you know has your back 100% of the time, somebody you can count on, somebody that you can be real with and that will be real with you. You don't have anybody that fit those qualifications? I'm putting your ass on the spot.
Don't do that because I wouldn't do you like that. But here's the thing. Let me just say this. There's a friend that I had she and I have been friends since like 2nd grade, Tiffany. So anybody knows Tiffany
from Texas, yeah.
We've been friends since 2nd grade.
She's your best friend.
Yeah, she's what I would consider to be a best
What's
friend.
Tiffany's last name?
Watson.
Yeah.
So she and I just with life situations. She said it's like Bill Street, but just Vegas style.
Okay, all right, okay, I got you, Crystal.
I'm cold, but okay, we'll get back to that. So anyway, she and I have been friends since 2nd grade. There were some things that she and I kind of missed out on in adult life because of that reason, because of adult reasoning, meaning that becoming parents, getting into our careers. So there were some things that that we were doing at a younger age to be classified as a best friend that we don't do now as friends. So, and a lot of people that is really, really weird because I can appreciate those that I do allow to be in my circle. Not in my circle. I can appreciate those that I allow to be in my personal space because I don't let people close to me. So my sisters are my best friends. My 2 sisters, my 3 sisters are my best friends. One of my sisters, we're not as close as my 2 sisters with my mom, but they are really my ride or die best friends. Like they're gonna hold me accountable, and sometimes shit they get on my nerves, and I'm just like, no, you was wrong. You were wrong about that. So those 2, I would say. Leisha, I call her my girlfriend. So you guys see me talk about Leisha as my girlfriend. I don't have a classification for her. She's like, I go to her for advice about things. She comes to me for advice about things. I respect her opinion. I respect how she feels about things and vice versa. So I think we hold each other accountable when it relates to I just don't need people around me that's an amen person. Like I don't need people around me that's in agreement to everything I say and do because players mess up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Players mess up.
So your best friend is able to correct you when you're wrong.
Absolutely. And you have to respect it. And if you can't respect something coming from your best friend or coming from a friend, then you probably can't call them a friend because I have to know and understand that you're looking out for my best interest. So if you're not looking out for my best interest, I can't call you a friend. So that's kind of those things. But don't ask me personal questions like that.
Is your best friend? Because another question on here had to do with when you have trouble or when you're struggling trying to figure something out. Who do you go to? Who's the person that you seek advice from?
It depends on the situation.
I agree.
It depends. And it depends on if I have a fond respect for them for the same reasoning. So if we're having issues with their marriage, now let me just say this. I've reached out to my sisters. Neither one of my sisters are,
married.
Well, you have to make them married.
Well, why would you say neither one of your sisters married?
I had to think about it. But anyway, I'm very open with my sisters because they know me like none other. So I talk to them pretty much about everything. And so I'm trying to think. Yeah, it just depends on the situation. It depends on what I need advice on that I'm going to ask people for advice.
Well, that's funny because I don't think I talked to any. Well, I talked to J Love, which is my brother. Some of the things, but I don't really talk to my siblings about marriage issues. Yeah, I mean about marriage issues.
Because they don't like me.
No, they do like you. They do like you.
I'm joking. They like me now. So yes, they like me.
But I don't because you never want to be guilty of when you forgive and you move on. A lot of times siblings will. They will move on, but they don't forget.
But not my sisters. So, okay, that may be.
Well, hell, because you be
here's the
in
thing,
the
that
wrong
may be
all
with,
the time.
That may be with yours, but with my sisters and relates to you, they be like, girl, shut up. That's dumb as hell. Brian was right. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I'm normally right. So when you're normally arguing, I'm normally the person that's right. So that's why they agreed. I mean, they're smart. Your sisters are smart. They're not dumb. Normally you be on the bullshit.
I'm gonna let you have that shit because it ain't right. But I'm
be on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. So an addition to that question is who in your family as a couple do you respect the most and why?
Nobody.
So you don't have anybody in your family that has a healthy marriage as a couple that you respect a lot?
Mm-mm. Hell no.
Okay, what about Shalonda?
Oh, okay. Wait.
Come on, Netta, you missing the
Hold
damn.
on. Wait a minute, though. Here's the thing. So Shalonda and Marcus, they're different.
I'm putting ass. I'm gonna put it out there.
They're different. So I absolutely respect the relationship in which Shalonda and Marcus have. Let me just say that for the record.
So now is it somebody?
I love her just as an individual, but as it relates to my family, like everybody in my family.
Everybody's family on some bullshit.
They're whores.
You choking? What's happening?
Yes. So everybody. Seriously,
the women too?
Yes.
The women and the guys are whores in your family?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Y'all gotta watch this podcast. I'm gonna tell them make sure they watch this episode.
It's something about them McClintons. Let me just say this for the record. There's something about the McClinton women and men in our family. Like, from what I hear, and I could be wrong, so anybody that's on here watch, like, from what I hear,
they gonna get you.
Our big daddy, which is my
they gonna get you.
Our big daddy, which was my grandmother's husband, my grandfather, was a Rolling Stone. Like, he ain't play no games.
Rolling Stone.
So y'all see, we got these really light complexions, and and
light, bright, damn near white.
Yeah, we have these light complexions and got some about ourselves and very confident. And so what I used to think was just the men in our family. Shoot, nah, bro.
So you don't.
Except Pat ain't really no player like that. Ain't Linda.
She's not married. We're talking about married couples. The question
I don't have a married couple in my family that I'm just like, oh my God.
And so you're saying that Shalonda then would not fall into that.
Shalonda, that's different for me. I think I do respect, but they're kind of newly married.
Yeah.
I respect them from what they have. I respect Shalonda. I respect them as individuals. So, of course, because I respect them both as individuals, I have to respect what they have in their marriage, essentially. So that's different. That's a little different for me. But just my immediate.
So the question
the
question was, do you have anybody that's married in your family that you respect their marriage and you look up to them as far as marriage and so it's nobody.
Nobody.
Wow.
Nobody.
So not.
Stop asking me about specific couples because I'm telling you.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to
No, or nobody.
I'm just trying to make sure you've thought about it. Well, okay. So in me, I think Tracy and Ford.
Oh, okay.
For me, Tracy and Ford. Early on in our marriage, they were really close. We hung out with them a lot. They helped us out a lot. So I would say Tracy and Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
Let
me put you out there since you put me out there.
Put me out there.
Is that it? Just Tracy and Ford?
I think so.
See? Yeah. You're more your people in your family are married than mine. So I don't really understand why mine was, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because more of your aunts and uncles are married and have long-term marriages than my people in my family.
And the thing about, I don't always think because you're a Christian and you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That to me is always, some of the Christians are some of the biggest sinners. And so just because you're in church, I got a lot of Christians in my family and a lot of Christian uncles and aunts and uncles, but there ain't nobody that I really think, oh, they got a pretty cool marriage.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll tell you the funniest couple in your family.
Who's the funniest couple?
Ain't Tina and Uncle Thomas.
They're not married.
But they're the funniest in your.
They're still not married. They don't qualify.
I don't care. They're the funniest,
I enjoy. Couples.
I don't care. I'm telling. This is my opinion. I'm telling you my people.
But I said married couples.
Okay, so listen. So those are your favorite. Okay, fine.
They're shacking.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're common law married.
Common law married is not a.
It is a thing. It is a thing.
What is it? 7 years?
I don't know, but it's a thing.
So out there, Facebook Live, do you guys believe in common law marriage? Is that legal? So if somebody's not married, if Uncle Thomas died right now, is Aunt Tina gonna get anything?
But here's the thing. It's
no,
legal.
You didn't ask the question.
What I'm telling you is that it's legal in other states. It's not. I don't think it's legal in Arkansas, but it's legal in other states.
So it's not. So if Uncle Thomas died, Aunt Tina ain't getting nothing.
Thing, she probably won't get shit.
No, he said he's leaving it to Jermaine. He said he's leaving it to Jermaine.
Let me just say that for the record. I don't know. She didn't take out $1 million insurance policy on his ass to guarantee it. I don't know. I'm just saying, but no. To go back to your question, your original question. No, there isn't anybody in my family that I'm just like, oh yeah.
That you respect that game. I think Tracy and Ford is probably on. I'm trying to think of somebody. I'm telling. I have a lot of married couples in my family.
You do. You have aunts, uncles, first cousins. You have a lot of people that's married in your family.
Yeah. I can't think of it. Maybe I'm just going brain dead. Bo Lip and Tina.
What about? You look up to their marriage?
Yeah. I'm just lying.
I was about to say, now, dude, you be playing
I'm
too
just
much.
lying.
You play way too much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's the next question. Are we finished talking about that marriage?
I guess because you put me on the spot with all these people now.
Well,
now you have my family mad at me and shit. They already done fool with me all the time. I'm
just trying to figure out. I can't really think of anybody that in your family that I respect their marriage. I would say Shalonda. Well, I'm like you. We're kind of learning a lot about Shalonda and Marcus.
Yeah, I mean, but they're human. They're human. They're newly married, so they're kind of in that newly phase of marriage.
Is there anybody in my family?
Crystal, yes, Uncle Micah and Claretta. Okay, so I forgot about them.
All right, so I was going to say I thought about them.
Okay,
I really was going to say Uncle Micah and Aunt Claretta.
I forgot about them, Crystal. Good looking.
Aunt Claretta is
she's awesome.
Like the nun.
She's what?
The nun. She does most things right.
She does.
Uncle Micah does most things right sometimes. I guess I would say I thought about them, but I didn't pick them because I didn't want to pick somebody that's high in church. Like I didn't want to pick somebody that's, Uncle Michael's a deacon at the church. I just didn't want to pick somebody that is holier than thou. I want to pick in
holier than thou doesn't. But okay,
that's just a saying.
I know, but holier than thou doesn't make them have an awesome marriage.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to pick anybody.
So I think I'm gonna. So as it relates to Crystal saying Uncle Mike and Claretta, those are some that I do favor. So I do favor them. I love what they have. I love what they built on.
That's because they've never gotten into it with you.
Yeah, the rest of
you like to throw you're a bully. You're a bully, and you like to bully people. And so the people that are strong and
wait a minute, hold on, because you talking about your what you just said? What you talking about?
You're a bully. People that are in my family that are strong-willed and that have personalities are very strong. You don't normally get along with them because you're a bully.
No, because some of your people was messy.
Well, they're probably saying you were messy too.
No, I don't be messy.
You're a bully.
Let me just say this for the record. You cannot be in church and call yourself.
What's up, Sheila? Sheila on there. Sheila and Brandon.
Hey, my Sheila.
I say what now?
You cannot be Thank you, Courtney. I am very sweet. I'm not a bully. But you
She's
cannot. Let me just say this for the record. You cannot call yourself this self-ordained deaconess, evangelist. I know the Bible from Genesis to Revelations, and be messy. And so I just don't like messiness. Like, I don't like that. So I'm not a bully. And like I said, my reason for liking Uncle Mike and Claretta is because they kind of have their own thing. They kind of stay out the way. They stay out of the way.
What about Uncle O.D.?
I love Uncle O.D. Let me just say this.
Tell him what he said when he was doing our counseling.
I love Uncle O.D. because he reminds me of Uncle Darnell. He reminds me of my Uncle Darnell. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, but I just love them. I love those two, Uncle Michael and Uncle Retta, because they kind of have their own. They stay out of the way.
Ain't Retta?
Aunt Retta's.
She ain't married. She ain't married.
I love Aunt Retta. Stop. Let me just say this. I'm gonna stop you in Aunt Retta, because don't get to naming all your aunties and uncles, because you know I'm be fooling with people. So stop individually.
You know I put your ass out there. You already dissed your family.
And I'm gonna tell them, like, if you put me out there, they better expect to get the real, because I don't. That's one thing I don't do.
They don't like your ass either.
I don't care. That's the thing about it.
They don't like you either.
I don't care.
All
but
right.
Here's the thing about me not liking them and them not liking me. I don't like them. I don't like to fool with them. But they would not like me and still want to talk and speak.
Don't talk about my family.
They would not like me and not want to fool with me and be want to speak and talk. I don't have time for that.
My family's not like that, Netta.
Boy, yes, they are. That's why Crystal doing all them laughing emojis, because she already know, baby.
Okay.
They be playing too much.
Come on, let's go on to the next question, for we don't have no family members left. All right. Okay. If you had, oftentimes in life, we ask for a do-over. So if you had a do-over, what would you do in your life over again?
I think my do-over would be having my children, but not having my children by who they're by. Huh?
You'd pick different baby daddies?
No, I just think that yes. I will pick two. Definitely, yes, I would. Mm-hmm.
You would pick two. Which two?
Two. That's different. God damn, boy.
Which two? Which two baby daddies would you pick
different. Over? I would pick my ex-husband.
You wouldn't? Okay, all right. He gave you two babies though.
He did, and I love them. Let me tell you something. I love them all equally, but him and then my son's dad. Those two I would do a do-over.
Okay.
I wouldn't even do, Drea's dad, because you know what I'm saying, he was it, you know what I'm saying? But the other two, shit.
So you would pick different babies' daddies as your do. Is there anything else you would do over?
That's my do-over.
I think my do-over was
he's so messy. He is messy as hell, Courtney. Now y'all see what a messy shit comes from.
Courtney. See, I am a broadcaster by heart. I know how to ask the right questions. So my do-over would be, I would go to college and I would finish college and I would get a degree. A lot of things in life are a lot easier if you have that degree.
But you don't want to talk about that do-over we talk about all the time? What about that do-over?
What do-over? Girl, you ain't finna get my child support raised up. You ain't finna do that. No, ma'am, you ain't finna get my child support raised up.
Listen, now since we been messy,
that's you.
Let's be messy. Since
I already said my do-over. You can't change my mind.
Yeah, let's talk about that do-over.
That's my
What about that? Y'all want me to tell y'all what that do-over is? All I need is about 5 yes. Just give me 5 yeses, and I'm gonna tell y'all that do-over. Give me about 5 yeses, and I'm gonna tell
Next question we're going on to
is... We're gonna go to the next question, but y'all give me 5 yeses, I'm gonna tell y'all that do-over. Move along.
You crazy. That is my do-over. I wish I had finished college and got a degree. I got a degree from the streets, but I wish I had a degree from the university.
You don't want to bring up.
That was a long time ago. I changed my do-over.
He been messy with 5 yeses. Chris say 5 yeses. I got 2. I have 2.
Yeah.
I got 2. I need 3 more. It don't matter.
Name a bad habit, Netta, that you wish you could get rid of. A bad habit. I got one for you.
Okay, I got 3 yeses, baby. Let me get 2 more.
I got a bad habit for you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Stop being a pistol. Stop being a pistol. You are hothead.
Yes.
You react now and think later.
So?
That's a bad habit.
It's not.
That I wish you could break.
It's not.
you are a pistol with even me. You're a pistol with me. Like, think about your choices before you do them. Like, don't do them and then go back.
People need to think about how they actions that they bring forth me before I say what I need to say and do what I need to do. Like, everybody wants me to pause and think about everybody. I got 4 yeses. Anybody?
Who was that?
Janae.
Janae.
So,
did she say something?
She said she don't even know what we talking about, but yes.
Janae, just listen. Don't just log on and say, I don't know what y'all talking about. Janae, listen. Listen, Janae.
Anyway, so
hey, Jordan. I hope Jordan is watching.
She is not watching. And do not let my baby watch this podcast. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yes, people always want me to stop and take a breather and take a moment before I react to things, but they don't stop and think. They don't stop and take a breather and think about the shit they present to me. So why do I have to stop and think about how I'm gonna react to a situation when they don't think about how they're bringing the shit to me? Like,
okay, baby,
that's a two-way street.
You can't fight the world. Like,
I don't have to fight the world, but I'm gonna stand up for me. I don't have to fight the world.
And I understand the standing up for you, but everything that that's the issue don't need to be addressed.
And does.
It does.
Give me an example.
You can
Don't bring up no old stuff.
I'm not. You can see somebody that you think is talking about you on Facebook, and you will inbox them, you will text them, and most of the time,
because they be on some messy shit.
Well, most of the time they're not going to admit on it anyway, so it's a waste of time.
Because you don't agree to it or you say yes doesn't mean that that's going to make me not want to say what I'm gonna say to you. So
they always deny it.
Here's the thing, but when I say something to you, that's just me telling you I know you on the bullshit. Because understand this, I'm never going to present something to somebody that I think it's a possibility. I'm only going to present it to you if I know that you on the bullshit. So that means that if I bring something to your attention, I already really know that it's the truth. But I'm bringing it to
You're asking them for.
I'm not asking them for shit. I'm bringing it to their attention to say, I know you on some fuck shit, and I'm letting you know that I know you on some fuck shit. So I don't know how to handle you going forward. But it does me no justice to stay silent knowing that people on some fuck shit. Now, if I'm not sure they on some bullshit, then I ain't really gonna say nothing. But if I'm 100% sure or 99% sure, I'm gonna say something.
That's the problem. That's the problem that I have with you, period. Because you say if you're 100% sure, you're never 100% sure if it has something to do with somebody else.
What do you mean if it has something to do with
somebody else? So somebody else says something subliminally, and you ask them and they say no, you can never be 100% sure because it's them that said it, not you.
Listen, if I ask them and I say no, it's because, let me just say this for the record. So about an hour or so ago, I just made a status that said that same shit. Like, on some real shit, like
did
until
well,
I did, I made a status that basically said until you direct it, it's not respected. However,
facts. That's big facts right there.
You gonna let me finish, or you?
I agree with you. I'm on your amen corner. That's facts. So go ahead.
Anyway, however, don't say no shit that you can't stand on. Like my mama always told me to, if you can't repeat some shit, don't say it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a problem with, that's why I have a problem with motherfuckers be coming to me and be like, well, such and such said it, or I know they said it, but don't say nothing because you already know how I am. So don't bring something to my attention that I cannot repeat it, that I cannot say. As it relates to anybody else, if somebody come to you with some shit, you gotta have that same standing ground you had when you said that shit, respectfully or disrespectfully. So you can't just be on no, I said the shit in front of some people or whatever, but then when it gets to the motherfucker that you said it about, ask you about it, now you want to backpedal like, no, I ain't say it, or I ain't say it like that. No. And so my thing to that is that I don't need you to agree. When I bring it to your attention, I'm not asking you to agree. I'm not asking you to say, yeah, I said that shit. It makes more sense to me if you to be like, yeah, I said that shit.
So you can respect them, right?
I can respect you, but all I'm saying is, if I bring it to your attention, motherfucker, I already know. I'm just giving you room to say you either said the shit or I'm basically saying I just can't fuck with you after this. So I know you was on the bullshit, but now I can't fuck with you. So
you're basically calling them out. You bringing it. I'm calling your ass out to put you on record that I know you was on some fuck shit.
Absolutely.
Like you was on it and you didn't say my name or you didn't say whatever I asked you about, but I know that you were on it.
Yeah, I know you was on the bullshit. So that just means that when we go going forward, ain't no need for you to speak to me. Ain't no need for you to do. See, let me just say this for I told you a long time ago. So kind of backstory. me and your sister, your younger sister, didn't really get along at the beginning. And I used to tell people all the time that I can respect her because she let it be known she didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I let it be known I didn't fuck with her. Me and her was never on no fake shit like we fuck with each other.
Right.
I ain't never got no problem with nobody that don't fuck with me, and I know they don't fuck with me, and they know I don't fuck with them. I got a problem with the motherfuckers that be on fake shit. Like that's what I have an issue with. I don't have a problem with nobody not fucking with me. Like your people don't fuck with me. I'm cool with your people not fucking with me, but stay over there not fucking with me. I ain't got no problem with that. I got a problem with them motherfuckers that see me, know you been on some foul shit, and be like, hey, don't motherfuckers speak to me. Like, just keep it moving. We ain't gotta do this. We don't have to play that game like that. Like, keep it moving.
I guess, for me, the older I get, the more I just really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I understand everything you spoke on was true. Don't be on no fake shit. I respect you more by saying up front, hey, I don't fuck with you. Like, we just had an incident in the club business that one of the club owners called in on, I'm going to tell it.
You going to tell the shit?
I'm going to tell. I'm going to do like you. Shit, I'm going to name names. One of the club... One of the club owners called the fire marshals in on Empire, and they called in on Trois. So if they called in on those two, it wasn't an owner from Empire or Trois. And I'm gonna say it wasn't Jake from Envy. So I'm gonna put that out there.
Okay, well, yeah. So
and it wasn't 428. So I'm gonna say that. But what happened was, I respect this person until this happened because I was around this person that called in. Now, I don't know if they called in on our club, which is Empire. I think they called. Nope, they did call in on Empire.
They did. They called in on.
They called in on Empire. It was the weekend that the fire marshals came in and they shut all the black clubs down. If you guys remember that, there was one weekend that the fire marshals came in and they closed Empire down. They closed Trois down. They closed Envy down. And it was because one of the other club owners saw we had a good crowd. And we normally, I guess they wasn't getting the crowd. So they actually called the fire marshal. Well, the fire marshal came in and said that, your people outside in the last line didn't have masks. I said, well, everybody on the inside have a mask. But they were saying the people that are outside waiting to get in the club had to have a mask, and they didn't, so they shut us down. Then they went down to Trois. I don't think Trois was over capacity, but they just had it out for all of the black nightclubs that night, so they shut Trois down, and then they went to Envy, and they shut Envy down. So I would have respected that club owner more because we asked them, hey, man, did you call? Mm-hmm. And Tracy called me, and Tracy said, hey, man, I'm just going to tell it what it is. This person, and Tracy told me the person that called in the other club owner, and I'm like, Tracy, I ain't going to put that jacket on nobody because before I put that jacket on somebody, I want to know. So I'm not going to go on record saying that they did it because I didn't know. Yeah. And then, the fire marshals met with all the black clubs, and they had every black club owner in a meeting with us, and they told us what we were going to be graded on going forward. And in that meeting came out that the club owner that called in, the fire marshal said, hey, we don't want to come down there messing with y'all. Mm-hmm. If y'all quit calling. And we said, y'all want the person that's calling us in this room. So then I found out that what TJ told me, and I called Tracy Johnson TJ, what told me is a club owner did call. So I respect what you just said, and I would respect you instead of being around me every day, which just as a club owner was around me, and they could have just said they was on some hating ass shit. And I would have respected them because I would have kept them away from me. Mm-hmm. But I do agree when you saying on some fake shit, you can't respect nobody that's on fake. Mm-hmm. If you writing a post about me, I'd rather you just tag my name in it. Just tag me in it. Don't be on saying so many clues that everybody know who you talking about. Just go on and tag my name in it so we can get to the business, so we can handle it, so we can, hey, let's get it on out there. Because one thing that I will say to stewards, we ain't running from no trouble. We ain't looking for it. But we ain't dodging no trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I do respect that part, and I respect you saying that you respect the person for being 100 and rather than being a snake. Somebody saying something?
Is that how do you present? Later?
Latanya?
No. Damien's wife. That's what I call Damien's wife. Yeah. Reclaim your time. Are these people your friends? If not, it is a waste of time. So no, these people are my friends, because let me just say this for the record. My friends and those that I call my friends know kind of how I vibe and what my expectations are as it relates to loyalty or any of that. And I don't really have to do that.
What did she ask?
She said that, are these people that, I guess we say something to or say something about as being on some face stuff, is it, people that we would call our friends? And if they're not our friends, then you probably shouldn't address it. It's a waste of time. So as it relates to me, the only reason why I say anything or involve myself in that situation is because it's people that my husband does business with. And so when I kind of talked about our first podcast that, myself, my husband, and Christine, all of us are on, him being in this industry, is that sometimes there are some things that he cannot see because he's in it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's so into what he does that he does not see what goes on around him. So that gives me a naked eye to see what goes on around him. What I have a problem with is people being around. Let me just say this. If anybody know anything about me, there are some things that you just cannot touch, fuck with, deal with in my life. That's myself, my siblings, my children, and my husband. Like, understand, a lot of the times I be getting mad about shit. He'll be like, it is what it is. Let me roll off my back. But I'm not that way. I'm not built that way. I'm
not
just
passive.
not that way.
Not passive.
He can do business with somebody that he know on some fuck shit. I don't want them around me. I don't want them in my space. So my reason for presenting bullshit to them that I have heard and I know to be true is because just stay from around me with the bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Just move around. Speaking to me or not speaking to me does not help my character or help me at all. Like, let me just say that. That does not bother me or help me. I'm cool with a motherfucker walking past me and don't speak to me. I'm cool with a motherfucker coming to the club and not speaking to me. I'm cool with all of that. Like, just keep it moving. Like, it's not gonna, it's not gonna.
I don't, just to go back to what you said, a lot of times I'm not blind to it, but I overlook a lot of things because, I've always been one of those people that people have talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been one of those people that has been out front. Ever since high school, I've just been a popular person. And so people have always been in my business. People have always spoke on my name. Like, man, I don't even give a shit. I don't care about that. If you don't, I'm kind of like you. If you don't put your hands on me, my family, my kids, you ain't messing with my money. I ain't even tripping. All the rest of the shit, you can miss me with it because I don't have time for it. Because understand, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing shit anyway. So,
that's true.
So the thing about it is I love being the topic on your tongue because that means that you're as inferior to me or you something going on. I want to have as many haters as I possibly can because that means that I'm doing something for them to hate on.
Thanks, Dinky. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm cool. I want y'all to understand, I don't address everything that's presented to our doorsteps. And let me just say that. I don't address everything. And let me just say this for the record, too. I don't go out seeking motherfuckers either. Like, I don't go out seeking it.
What's up, Dinky?
I'm gonna wait until I actually see you run into you and let you be on some speaking shit and be like, nah, I don't really fuck with you like that.
Yeah, she will do that.
So I'm just letting. So if I understand that it can be months later, I'm not gonna come seeking you immediately to ask you about some shit. I'm not doing that.
Here's the difference. A lot of times I address the same situations that you. I just move forward. You don't.
No, I'll move forward.
Yeah. Like if there's somebody that's saying something, there's somebody that said something about our business. And I saw them, I asked them about it. They denied it as they always do. I trusted the person that told me too. Let's say that I had two people that tell me, and I trusted those people, and I don't feel like they would lie. So I pretty much know the person that they said what they said.
They said it, yeah, for sure.
But they denied it because they weren't on no real shit. And then I just moved past it because I'm like, okay, I ain't finna sit around and not, because at this point, I might need that person. But when they cross you done with them. Yeah. There is no coming back.
No.
You done with them forever. Like forever. Ever. Like they can't never come back. Shout out to Dinky. Dinky is saying something on our live. Shout out to Frederick Baltimore. What is he saying on our live?
He said respect. He also said she a beast, bro. You might want to keep her.
Yeah, Dink. Like,
Kyron
listen.
says if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I agree.
Right,
Kyron.
Dink. When I tell you, man, this chick here, man, this chick here, man, a lot of times, bro, like when I tell you, she be on 10 all the time, and them motherfucker try to cross me, I have to say, baby, like I ain't even tripping. I don't care, but she be more mad than the shit.
Man, listen, all I'm saying is, and this has nothing to do with, it has nothing. T, you're so right. So T says, he said, T Akins. He said,
what up, T?
He said they will hate on you behind your back, then try to be your friend when they see you.
No
See, that's
bullshit,
what I had
T.
an issue with. So
no bullshit, T.
As he, in this situation, that he just kind of briefly explained is that, you know, first of all, I trusted the two sources that it came from. So let me just say that for the record. I trusted them. People had no reason to lie about it. But when I asked the person about the shit, they were just like, I ain't say that, you know, put me in front of who said it. And I'm like, but these are some motherfuckers that I don't mind putting you in front of. I could have dealt with the situation much better had they just been on, yeah, I said that shit. It was fucked up. I shouldn't have said it. Let's move on. I respect realness in people. I don't respect this play toy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate people that be on play toy shit. I don't give, as I said on my status earlier, man, woman, dog. I don't respect that play toy shit because there's nothing it's nothing for you to be a stand-up person and just be on some, yeah, I said that shit. I was just playing, or I said it, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't mean it like that. Be on some shit like that. But don't be on no, I just didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I have an issue with motherfuckers. Just be like, I just didn't do it and don't say it. So he moved forward. I just don't. Here's the thing. I don't have to work with them in a connection like that either.
Right.
So let me just say that for the record. I don't have to work with those people like that. So they just I just be wanting to stay from around me. They can kind of go with him and be on, but I don't.
What do they call them? Sheep and wolf clothing?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, I don't like that fake stuff, man. And it's too much going around of it, and excuse me, and just that Little Rock business, that entertainment business. That's why you just kind of stay out the way. It's best to really just kind of stay out the way because motherfuckers will make you put your hands around their neck and choke the hell out of them because they just be on some, you know, just on some different stuff. Like, man, I ain't never seen no. Let me just say this. You can almost accept it when it come from a woman because women just be on that type shit sometimes. But when they come from grown ass men, when stuff like that come from grown men, that's a problem.
And you know, Facebook will make some of these guys look like some girls.
It does.
Like Facebook will really put a lot of people out there. Like,
it does.
You be tripping off of what people say on their posts. I'd be like, really? I probably wouldn't have put that on Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook is making some of these fellas look like girls. And
it does.
I mean, for real. They making some of these are supposed to be the toughest look like some females on what they be posting in subliminal. Like, I think we come to the opinion that we could respect you a lot more if you just say what it is or don't post it. Don't subliminally post anything because subliminally messages, it don't get you anywhere. When you post something subliminal, it doesn't get you anywhere. You could respect somebody to say, I'm standing on what I said. I said what I said, and it is what it is. Right? Somebody saying something, is they saying something we need to ask or answer?
Dinky said, ooh.
Yeah, Dinky. I'm telling you, Dinky, all these fake people in the industry, Dinky, I know that you have to deal with a lot of fake people, Dinky, talking about your work, talking about your photography, but then calling to book you, a month later. Like that, man, just miss us with that because, you ain't got to be on no fake shit with us.
And let me just say this. There is so much money going. Let me just say this for the record. There's money going around. There's so much money going around where you can really kind of share that shit. So there is no reason for anybody to just kind of be on no hate and stuff. Like, you're hating for what? Like, what's the reason behind it? Like, just kind of just go on.
I know that everybody ain't rocking with Empire. You listen. There's some people that ain't rocking with Empire. There's some people that ain't rocking with Twa. There's some people that ain't rocking with 428. There's some people that ain't rocking with Envy. Listen, we don't have to patronize my club to be 100 and cool. There are a lot of people that I respect that has never been to my establishment. You ain't gotta feel like you gotta come and break bread with me. Like, just keep it on some real shit. Like, just keep it on some real. Dinky has always been 100 with me. Whenever absolutely. Dinky tell me something, that's what it is. That's what I respect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I've done business. There'll be people that I've done business with people that I don't even like. But I mean, sometimes in business, you think that everybody that has done business with Donald Trump liked him. No, he fit something. He fit a need. He had the best product what somebody was searching for, and they done business with Donald Trump. So I actually have to do, and that's why I tell my wife, like, sometimes everything ain't really to be addressed, because I could see if when you ask them that they would be 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you just blowing hot air.
Yeah, to go back to what brought us there is that I want you to understand that I don't ask them because I expect them to just be on some real shit. I ask them, I'm doing that to bring it to their attention. Like, I know you on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do it for them to be like on them. And let me just say this. I ain't the baddest motherfucker walking around here. So I don't want y'all to think that, oh, she just thinks she bad. She could whoop anybody. No, that's not what I'm thinking. But all I'm saying is that I just expect people to be on some real shit because I'm going to be on some real shit. If I ever say anything about anybody and it's been brought to your attention, my mama really taught me, don't say no shit you can't repeat.
You got to be able to stand on it.
Even if you swearing somebody to secrecy. I'm not going to swear you to secrecy and say some shit that I don't want to be repeated. If I said it, I can repeat it. And I don't give. If it's about somebody in front of somebody, I'm going to be able to do that. So because I'm that way, I expect everybody else to be that way, but they not. So I don't say it for them to be on no real shit. I say it just to let them know, like, listen, hey, I got you.
Would you say that 50% of the people are be on some fake shit, don't stand on what
50?
50? Would you say it's more than that?
I would say like 70, 80. 70,
so you're
80.
saying that there's only 20, 25% of the people
80.
that can stand on and keep it on. I don't know if I would
70,
say that.
80.
I would probably say half of the people that
70, 80. And here's what I learned. What I've learned is that being around you and this entertainment thing, what I've learned is that most of them, I find it hard coming from these men. Like, I'm just like, dang, like, that's how y'all act. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what y'all, it's not too many women in the entertainment industry.
We're gonna get to you, LaTanya.
So it's not too many women that's in the entertainment industry. It's these dudes. And so I do believe that social media are exposing these people. Like, social media are really exposing people that you felt like was on some different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And here's what's so crazy. Like, I'm just going to say 70, 75%.
I ain't going to say that. I would say 50% of the people that
I'm going to say 70, 75.
I mean, I don't, I don't know if it's that high.
I say it's that high because let me just say this.
There are a lot of real people out there too.
This is not another Chanel on some bougie shit. I say 70 to 75% because 90 to 95% of the niggas and try to talk to me before. I've been with you since I've been in Little Rock, pretty much. Since I've been in Little Rock, I've been with you pretty much. Mm-hmm. So 90 to 95% of them be on some, I want to fuck with you, talk to you type shit. Or for me to try to have some small talk with me, try to get at me. I don't be giving a fuck
about that too because it takes two to tangle.
What I'm saying about that is that I'm not saying that, that's, you don't really care about that because I'm not going to go unless I want to. What I'm saying is that if a motherfucker try to cross me as your wife, whether we're good terms, bad terms, whatever. Yeah. If a motherfucker try to cross me as your wife or when I was your girl, whatever it was, understand that that's like the most disrespectful shit you can be on. So what else are you doing that I just don't know about?
Right.
So that's why I say 90 to 95. I can probably name about, people you in business with and a couple of them. Name them, the ones that are fake. Nah. Shit.
No name. Okay. We might need them people to do something.
Okay.
Read those questions on, LaTanya had a question and then Dinky said something as well.
Dinky said, appreciate you, Dinky. You so awesome. That's the nature of the beast in the business. Social media is irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't move me. Break bread. Silence is golden. Okay, let me just say this. So I never want people to believe that it's all about the money in this business. You have to have integrity.
I get that.
Let me just say this. It ain't even just in this business. It's in anything that you do, there has to be integrity. You never want a motherfucker to think that because you're breaking bread with me or I'm breaking bread with you that you can be on some some disrespectful shit. There's a line of respect in everything that you do, whether it's entertainment, whether it's in your career. I manage a branch. I manage a bank. You're going to respect me. There's a line of integrity and line of respect. So when you cross that, I don't never want a motherfucker to think because we're breaking bread or some money is involved that you can be on some fuck shit with me. That's never the case. Never, ever, ever the case. Never. Because people will believe that. They feel like because I'm making money with you, for you, that I can be on some other stuff. No, you can't never be on the other stuff. I mean, even if it costs me a bag. If it costs me a bag, I could probably go somewhere and make it up into.
I get that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
I get that.
Let's see. Let's see. You have to learn how to do business with the difficult ones to learn. It's a part of growth. Pray and keep it moving. I'm praying for you. Thanks, Dinky. Listen, this him.
That's me, Dinky. That's me, Dinky. That's me, Dinky.
That's him, Dinky. I just be like,
I already know the fake motherfuckers. I know the fake motherfuckers anyway. But sometimes this is how I personal and business should never cross path.
That's true.
I tell Bombi that when you mix personal with business, you end up losing.
Absolutely.
You have to keep personal out of business. Now, somebody just on some dog ass disrespectful shit, that's a whole nother deal. I can't fuck with nobody that's on some dog ass disrespectful shit. But those little underlying haters who really don't like you, but really don't hate you, they know they respect you, but they really don't like you, and some of the shit that they post exposes them. Like, bro, I ain't even tripping like Latanya said. Shit, the more haters you got, I ain't fucked up. As long as you don't fuck with my money, my family, my business, and you can just keep on hating, because at the end of the day, I ain't really. You hating on me is not gonna make me strive any harder. You hating on me is not gonna make me work any less. My work ethic is I'm gonna keep on pushing it with it. So I ain't even tripping about that.
The thing about that is though, sometimes things being said as negative or indifferent does affect business. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and so that's what I'm saying. And in the entertainment industry, that does affect business. That will make people decide not to come to patronize you or not patronize
because of what
you
somebody
because of
says.
what somebody else has said. And so because they feel like these people are stand-up people because they in this entertainment shit, they gonna be like, oh, I believe what he's saying. He know what he's talking about because he close to the motherfucking I am. So that does affect business. So that's why I'm saying just keep y'all mouth closed. That's all y'all gotta do.
But
keep
the truth will always unveil itself.
The truth always
The
does.
truth will now it may not come out right then, but the truth will always unveil itself. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the haters are just going to be haters. I do 100% respect what you said is that
I know, Dinky.
I respect you more if you let your opinion be known than to be on some fake shit. And
Absolutely.
I think we both agree on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to be on no fake shit. You can say what it is. Like,
especially with me, and I'm a likable person. See,
no.
y'all be having me come across the people that's on this live. See, this dude be having me coming across like I'm just some hood, mean.
I never said that. I never said that.
Whatever. Yeah, you was like,
I never said you know hood.
Is this one thing you want to change?
You are a hothead, and I think everybody knows that you are a hothead.
No, they don't.
All your Facebook friends know that you gonna at least check 2 people a week.
That's a lie, bro.
You're gonna check at least 2 people a week. When somebody get on your bad side, it's hard to get back on you. You don't forgive very easily.
No, it depends on what it is. I do forgive. I do, because I have a big heart. So I'm a Taurus.
What up, Chank? What up, Charles?
I'm a Taurus, and I'm very stubborn, but I also have a really big heart. So I do forgive. I just don't forgive fuck shit. I don't forgive those type. Let me just say this. Even if you're on some fuck shit, I forgive you. I just don't want to fuck with you no more afterwards. So I can forgive you. Forgiving you doesn't mean that I have to deal with you.
Well, we talked about
Taurus.
that. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back through that from last week because we talked about that.
Taurus.
You know, what your forgiveness and what my forgiveness is 2 different forgiveness.
His forgiveness is, hey, I mean, it's all right, we cool.
No, that's not.
We gonna do business. Don't share this fly for me. I don't want you sharing shit of mine. Don't share nothing, nigga.
Said, don't say.
Yeah, don't share nothing. Don't.
So I am so glad that we don't have a business where you have to depend upon people to make your business run. If we open a business that you run it needs to be a bank. Folks got to do business with you because you're going to run all your...
If anybody has ever done business with me outside of this, if you've done business with me, coming to like my, in financial institution, do loans or whatever, I'm not even this person. Like, that's not who I am. I've been...
Yeah, Dinky, we do balance each other.
I'm highly insulted. A lot of times at work, I'm called out my name. I'm called out a race. I've been called different things, and so I'm not even that person. The way I feel in this with him is because it's a protection of him. It's how I feel like motherfuckers be treating him. And I just don't want no motherfucker to feel like because he's so easygoing that he gonna forget about the shit somebody said. No, we ain't never forgetting. Like, that ain't never happening. And when you bring your ass to the bar, I'm not giving you no free drink. I'm gonna charge you for the drink. I'm gonna charge your ass. Ain't no tab. You gotta pay that $9, or you gotta pay for that, even if it's a bottle of water.
What Dink said is true. We do balance each other. I'm so laid back unless you get on some disrespectful shit like that. Now, have you ever really just seen me ever just really, really mad?
Never.
Like, I just done been through enough shit that it's like, like it ain't even worth interrupting my day, interrupting my afternoon to be mad about it. Like this, especially in this entertainment industry, it's so much hate and so much bullshit. Like you cannot react to it all because people will have you reacting to it just constantly because every day there's some shade shit that comes up. There's some shade that's being thrown on my business, probably on my name, on my family. But at the end of the day, as long as it doesn't affect I don't really be caring. But Dinky, we do
that's
balance because she is a pistol.
Today, if it's not directed, it's not respected. Nevertheless,
I'm gonna post that. If it's not what?
If it's not directed, it's not respected.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, because I don't address it, because I don't address it immediately doesn't mean that if I see you, it's not gonna get addressed. I'm gonna say something to you. So please don't feel like you slide some shit onto me months later because I hadn't said anything. Yeah, you probably, especially if I feel like it's important to me. Importance to me is anything about my husband, anything about myself or my children, his business. We're going, yeah.
Last comment. Who is Latanya Owens is saying something?
She says, right, haters are really the people that respect you and really want to be like you. I do agree on being able to repeat what you say, but everything doesn't have to be addressed. Keep it moving. Y'all are a great team.
Thank you.
I'm address it all.
Thank you. I have Tanya, I have not
not all.
I guess enough has not happened for my wife to not address it. Because I'd be like, babe, fuck that shit. Don't worry about that. But I ain't letting that shit slide. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck it, don't let it slide.
I'll let it slide if they just stay from around me. Like, just stay from around me. Shit. That's what's so crazy. Okay, let me paint a picture. Like the lady said on Golden Girls. What's her name? She's like, from Sicily. Let me paint you a picture. The picture is painted to this. Because that's his business and he's in the entertainment industry, I just so happen to be the wife. Y'all shouldn't have to deal with me anyway. So you shouldn't have to deal with me anyway. So I shouldn't care. They shouldn't even care. I shouldn't even be a part of any conversations. Like, I just started bartending at the damn club like 3 months ago. But anything outside of that, I shouldn't even. So the relationships that's going to be fostered or away, that shouldn't even affect anything because that's not me. That's not, you know what I'm saying? They have to do business with you. Like, they don't have to do it. And that's what I'm saying. You don't have to deal with me. I'm just your wife. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to do business with me. You don't have to be cordial to me.
But if they piss you off, they probably won't do business with me. So, I mean,
they do piss me off, and you just be like,
I'll be like, no, fuck that shit, man. That is shit. That, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
come on, man.
Y'all on the bold. Y'all on really on to. And so anyway, back to me, because I don't want people leaving here thinking I'm just this bitch, because I'm not. I'm really a nice person. I'm very nice. When you guys see me 90% of the time, yes, I do have a resting bitch face. That is just my look. That is just how I look. I just look that way. When you get to know me, not that I feel like I have to give y'all a synopsis of who the fuck I am, but when you get to know me, I'm a really cool person, but I just don't like to be approached by a lot of people. I just don't like a lot of people in my personal space, and it's because I see the fakery. Like, I just kind of see the fake shit or whatever. Like, if we're 20 feet across the room, just throw your hand up and say, hey. Like, you don't really have to try to get up on me, and I just don't trust people. So let me say that. I don't trust people, but I am absolutely I'm a softie. I'm a really cool girl to kick it with, have fun with. I just don't like a lot of people in my space. That's it.
That is it. So we have our Vegas broadcast.
So
no, I mean, we put a lot of stuff out here. I learned.
Fix it for people so people won't think I'm mean.
I learned that you don't have anybody in your family that you respect that's married. I learned that.
Oh, did I get another yes? I was talking to y'all that do over. Let me see.
Yeah,
thanks, niece. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ashley.
Who's that?
Ashley says I'm a very sweet person.
Ashley, she is very nice to you.
Shut up.
She's very nice to her friends.
I'm very outgoing and get straight to the niece. I do get straight to the point.
She is very nice to you. So anyway, this ends our Vegas trip. Like, we will be broadcasting back in Arkansas next week.
Y'all still waiting on his do-over. Since he want to tell all my business, now you're going to have all your aunties asking, your wife don't like me?
I never said
you did.
Like
you put it on there.
No, what did I say? Which auntie?
Go back, rewind it back.
I didn't say that.
You said your family.
I said that you are.
And I like a few people in your family.
You have a very dominating personality. We're over an hour now.
It doesn't matter. We're always over. But I love.
You have a dominating personality, and what I said is that the people in my family that has a dominating personality, y'all end up clashing.
That's not true. Shell has a very dominating personality. I love her to death.
Yeah,
I love all my nieces and nephews.
But Shell, your cousin too, though. She on both sides.
I love all my nieces and nephews. Tanika,
name somebody else that has a dominating personality.
Tanika and I have
gotten to the point. But y'all, it was rough.
That was at the beginning.
Yeah, it was rough.
I love.
Name somebody that has a dominating personality that you guys. Okay, I'm gonna give you a question, and then we got to end because we're going over.
Give me one. Okay, we'll end.
Name somebody. Name somebody that in my family that has a dominating personality that you've had a lot of
interaction?
You've had a lot of interaction with that you guys have not had on a fallout.
Ain't Tina and I have never had a falling out. Never have we had a falling out. Ever.
Y'all haven't had a falling out, but there was a time when she was hanging with my baby mama that you really wasn't rocking with her. My baby mama.
Twin?
No.
Oh, she wasn't hanging with her. She was just talking to the bitch. She was just talking to her. Like, and me and her didn't fall out. You know, I just think it's kind of like I said about my friend, is that, you know, we didn't grow apart. We just kind of, you know, I still
name another one.
I've never fallen out with Aunt Tina. I don't know your people like that. You name somebody with some dominant personality that I ain't fell out with. Shit. Aunt Retta, I love Aunt Retta. You fell out with everybody. I have not. I love Aunt Retta to death. I love Aunt Retta
don't have a dominant personality.
I love
Uncle Michael don't have a dominant personality.
I love Aunt Ossie to death.
Aunt Ursa don't have a dominant personality.
Oh, okay. Well, that's them all I can name.
Right. That's so them the people that don't have a dominating personality. The people that you say fuck you, they say fuck you. See them.
Who
the people,
said who though? Who?
Anybody that in my family that has a dominating personality.
Listen. Those are what I said, and I go back to look at our blended family episode. Those are your people. They're supposed to love you. I married you. I done married you and your family. It is a bonus to get along with the people that's in the family because you wanted to make make nice for your people. And you don't want them to have to choose.
Over 6 minutes.
Does not matter.
Over our
you don't want them to have to choose, but it doesn't.
I think a lot of people,
if they
love me, they tolerate you.
They don't have to tolerate me because I don't go around them, and you don't either.
But
what I'm saying is
they tolerate you.
That matter at the beginning.
First of all, you high yellow. So all high yellow people had this skin complexion deal because you yellow. You light bright, damn near white.
No, what he's not saying is the people that I have not gone along with, good, bad, or indifferent, old or young, it's just been on some messy shit.
Well, that's your opinion.
That's not my opinion.
That is your opinion. That's
what I'm telling him. Listen, people, tell him don't be asking me specifics on that he don't want me to tell the truth on him. I love people in his family. I love my sister-in-laws. I love my brother-in-laws. I love you too. I love
Grandma.
I love Grandma to death. I love Aunt Tina.
Grandma tell it like it is too.
Grandma tell it like it is, and she tell it like it is on you when it comes to me. But Aunt Tina, I love Aunt Tina today. Remember you told me I was getting fat? She was like, "Don't say that."
Who I tell that to?
When we were over Grandma's house, and he was like, "Yeah, Grandma, she said, Brian,
I didn't say that."
Yes, you did. She was like,
"I would never say you were getting fat."
You did before
I would
she moved.
never say that.
No, you didn't say I was getting fat. You were trying to give me a compliment, but you said I was getting bigger.
I said you gaining weight.
Yes,
you're
but
never
she
gonna
thought
be fat.
that you were saying it as like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not cool. So she was like,
just keep the thing fat.
Anyway, so I love your grandmother to death. I love her to Aunt Tina. I love Aunt Tina to death.
I think our tape.
It doesn't matter.
Stopped up there.
I love Aunt Tina to death.
You have to keep your live.
I love
She's naming it back. Okay, so that wraps up the Vegas episode. We're titling this "What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas."
Okay, he gonna close it out, but we gonna stay on this live because I can't. But I
guess she gonna stay on live.
I told y'all all I need is one yes because he want to put me out of my business and my do over. So I'm definitely gonna tell his do over. So all I need is one more yes.
So next week, please.
Somebody say yes before he ends it.
These you can find this podcast on any podcast source that you can hear podcasts on. And for the video, go to Brian Stewart Sr. and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so the video lives on Brian Stewart Sr. And the audio is on any streaming podcast source. All right, that's it. We'll see you next week. Back in a little while.
Okay, so now we offline. Peace.
Peace.